Okay, hello. This is a new video on how to do more things in Gimp. And so what happens is we are doing next couple of little things more advanced than what I've showed you in the other videos. But if you not knowing the basics, go back and see the other videos first. So what we're going to do first is we're going to open our picture. We'll do the same picture of the little rat. So let's go for this one that I've already put into. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you some more tricks on here about how to do this. So over here, we're working on the layers and we're going to be making more layers and putting them underneath. Now, this is a little bit more advanced painting technique for digital painting, but this is how we do it. So what happens is we make a new layer, we grab that new layer, we're putting it underneath this time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this one and we're going to change its setting. Now we're going to change it to multiply. It's a strange word. I would have used a word like lightbox, but this is apparently what it does. And to start off with, it's going to disappear. And I'll show you that to start off with. So we put it onto multiply, and the whole thing disappears. Now that's because we're seeing through this top layer into the bottom layer, but the bottom layer doesn't actually have anything on it, all right? So if this happens, don't worry about it. All we have to do is start working on that bottom layer, and we end up doing a paint bucket. Let's choose a white color. One up here. Okay, so we've got a white, and we're just going to paint bucket that bottom layer. You can see the white little line around it, and that's what we're going to do. And then magically, our picture will turn back up. That's because we are working underneath, and this top layer is see-through. Okay, so now what we can do is that we can quite literally go back to our painting tool, and you still got it on pressure opacity. And remember, you don't have to work so far away. You've got the magnifying glass here, so you can go in. And now this time I'm working on the bottom layer. So it's got the light around it, it's highlighted there. And I'm quite literally with my painting tool, I am painting underneath. And so I'm white, let's try a dark brown. And you can see there that I'm actually painting in a background. It's underneath. This one that I showed you in the last video is over the top. This one is underneath. Now we're going to do a combination of these where I'm painting in, and this is how you do digital painting. You paint in underneath, you get the base color done. If you really want to do this all quick, then you can go to your base level, go to your paint bucket tool, and actually paint the whole blooming thing in this dark brown. It's very hard to see when it's doing this. You can see the other color starts freaking out because I painted over the top. So you can actually try that out and see what's best for doing the other. I personally like coloring it in first, and then what we're doing is we're putting new layers over the top. So you've got this little arrow up here, layers menu, and you keep making new layers. Okay. And you can grab that new layer and put it over the top. So you have something on top, your drawing, and then your background, your layer underneath. Now this layer on top, now when we work over it, we're going to be going over the top of our drawing, and I'll show you what that looks like. So what happens is you can use lighter colors, and it goes over the top of our drawing. So the whole idea is that lots of digital painters use the drawing as a starting point, but then quite literally they end up covering it over. So you end up, I am not on, no, I'm pressure opacity. Yeah, there is. And so they draw right over the top of the drawing. I will show you another video where you do something else. But for now, that's the basics of digital painting.